Journey through Parenthood with Martina Bills.
Brought to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Journey Through Parenthood on the WSAZ Now Desk. I'm Martina Bills. Today's topic, we are discussing a local family medicine doctor who actually came out of retirement. He had retired a few years ago and he decided it's time to come back to his medical office in Greenup County, Kentucky. And he is actually a doctor who is serving the underinsured or uninsured community to really make sure everyone has affordable health care. You are a family medicine doctor in the Greenup area.
Yeah, that's right.
And so, interesting story. You had actually been retired and you're recently out of retirement. Talk a little bit about your decision to come out of retirement and help the community.
There's several reasons really, but I came back because a lot of my patients are begging me to come back because they can't afford medical visit, 120 to 150. I think the average nationwide is between 85 to 150 to 150, depending upon how much time the doctors spend with you. But my pay when I quit was still $50. We were pay for their direct pay. When I come back, I stuck on 55 on adults and 35 on children, which is really affordable because a lot of my patient doesn't carry insurance at all.
It's need in your community.
It's needed. I think I can help, to cut down the medical costs. And in that way, a lot of my patients can still see a doctor cheaper because when I asked them, what's your blood, when I came back, I asked them, how do you pay, what's your blood pressure or sugar? Nobody knows it. I said, well, how come you don't know your glucose or your A1C or your blood pressure? I said, because we quit going to the doctor. And I asked them why. I said, because, they call me Dante all the time. I said, Dante, we cannot afford
so expensive
to pay $150 every time we see a doctor. And if the $150 is just like an office visit, if they do several tests on you, like an EKG or Doppler, then it goes to about, I think the average about 450 if they do extra things on you.
So you came back out of retirement and you see adults and children.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about what would you be able to provide? What kind of care for someone if they needed someone and they don't have the means to go with insurance or somewhere else?
We can do almost everything. I can order tests on you, EKG and things. But the only thing with direct pay physician is if you get hospitalized, you're in trouble because you don't have a hospital coverages. But I think we are the answer on an outpatient basis. We can cut down the outpatient visit, but we can't really do anything if we get hospitalized, right?
And this also helps the families with the children too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's an added cost when you have one or more children.
I was getting pediatrics because they said it's $35 to see you, and you spend more time with my kids. If regular doctor you paid about 150. You'll be lucky really if you get 120.
You've been a doctor for many years.
Oh, 50
You're getting up in your age.
Yeah.
And look at you coming back and saying, I'm here to help.
I think I'm really needed, to cut down the cost because if, like I said, if I don't come back, a lot of my patients that I used to see won't be having any medical care at all because they can't afford $150 per visit. That's the main reason. Said Dante, they call me Dante, or my patients said we cannot afford $150.
So what are they saying now that they're seeing you back?
Oh, they're happy. I couldn't believe. I have such a feeling that I'm needed,
A great conversation with Dr. Dante Oreta, a family medicine doctor in Greenup County, Kentucky. He was retired and he decided to come out of retirement to continue offering medical care in the Greenup County area to anyone who really needs it in our region that does not have insurance, medical insurance. And his reasoning is simple. Many people cannot afford those doctor visits, whether they do have insurance or not. So he is offering the care in his office. This is the information, 501 Main Street in Greenup, Kentucky. You can call his office at 606-473 0075. His wife, Fran, is always able to answer the phone and take your questions or concerns if you do have questions. And his office visits for an adult is $55, and this is direct pay and out of pocket. And for a child, he charges $35 for an office visit. Now, something Dr. Oreta did want to point out that if a lot of things, if you have some minor healthcare issues, he was really wanting to provide that service to the community. But if you end up in the hospital, that is something he cannot help financially with. So it's a lot of good information, because a lot of people, he said, really do not go to the doctor. And when he did retire, a lot of his patients just neglected to make those appointments because they couldn't afford it. So Dr. Dante Oreta is back in family medicine in the Greenup County area, really hoping to make a difference with his patients. And as you heard him say, he said that his patients are very relieved that he's back, and he's really providing that care that is hard to find in our region. Here on Journey Through Parenthood, you can always contact me on social media. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you have a story idea you'd like to see us cover, just reach out to me and let me know. And we're always here on the WSAZ Now Desk on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And this forecast this week is so nice. I hope everyone gets outside and just takes some deep breaths and enjoys the nice weather. We'll see you back here on Monday at 10 o'clock.